Alrighty, so just finished an hour and 28 minutes. I was gonna go on longer. I was actually planning on doing an hour 40, but these things, both my ears and these things were so filled with sweat that it just became all muffled and I couldn't hear anything. So it was kind of like, I didn't know if that was destroying these, so I was like, maybe take them out. Might as well just stop. Because otherwise I'd just be hearing my roommate talking to his friends the whole time, and that would just bother me. Not that I have any, not that I like, he has friends and I hate his friends or anything like that. Just that, I just like to be in my headspace and just be in the zone when I'm working out. That's it. So, yeah. It is actually 3 a.m. right now. Just because sleep schedule's all kind of jank since the whole being snowed in and not having to go anywhere because my roommate wasn't going anywhere, so I'm not setting my alarm. So I just got used to, just sleeping in and getting plenty of sleep and doing a lot of dreaming, not really anything impressive or scary, nothing psychologically noteworthy as far as dreams go. Just it just lets me know that I entered all the way into the deepest sleep and entered REM sleep. So that was good. So that means I'm getting plenty of sleep. That was the only reason I brought that up. What else? There's not really anything else that's really come up. I'm trying to finish some animes that I'm not really enjoying, but I'm not a quitter. So instead, what I'm doing is if there's a scene or a group of characters that I don't like in it, that seems to be happening a lot. There'll be like a character or a group of characters that just really annoy me, or I don't care for at all. I don't care about their side story. I don't care about their filler stuff. What was it? Teasing Master Takagi-san? Something like that? That anime has like 3 friends that they have, like, it'll break from the main characters, the main 2 characters, and then it'll go on to them like once per episode, or sometimes twice per episode, and they just go on their own little side adventures. It's completely disconnected to what the main story is. I skip that every single time. I don't care about those characters. I don't care what they're going through. It's annoying and it's filler and it has nothing to do with anything. Maid-sama has like very similar 3 characters. And I don't know if that's a theme. I don't know if that's a constant thing, but those also have 3 characters, 3 guys, friends that don't matter at all. Cut out every scene with them. They suck. I don't care. Every now and then they're connected to the main characters, but anytime they play a significant role in an episode with the main characters of the show, the episode sucks. It absolutely sucks. It's pointless. Cut it out. It doesn't change anything about the story. So what I've been doing is just trying to just fast track through those kinds of annoying things and just get through that. Sorry, that's just how I am. There's just some things that just bother me. It's probably my age. It's probably just the generation I'm from and the fact that I'm an actor, voice actor, and writer. So there's just lots of cliches and lots of filler and lots of time wasting that I just don't. It's like in a Zelda game, those filler quests or whatever, where you have to, it's like, to get the extended grappling hook, you have to go and bake 7 pies, but in order to bake the 7 pies, you have to go and get all the ingredients on the mountainside and go to the farmers and all this, and they're going to ask you to high five all their children. If you don't high five all their children, they're not going to. It's like that. It just bugs me to no end. It drives me insane. Kind of, or like fast, or backtracking in like a Resident Evil game where it's like, oh, you need that key to get to that door, but in order to get to that key, which is locked in a painting somehow, you got to go and you got to get the candles to, or the matches to light the candles by the painting. And those are only in the woodshed, which has a chain wrapped around the whole building for no reason. And you got to go get the bolt cutters, which are guarded by a giant bullfrog. It's in his mouth, and he wants a basket of dead flies. And you got to go get the honey and the vinegar and like get all the flies and bring them. It's like that. It just, who cares? Shut up. Let me move forward in the story or in the game or in the plot or whatever. Let me just move forward. Stop wasting my time. It's totally fine to be like wasting time with the main characters if you're having them do mundane things that kind of tell us a little bit more about their personality, or there's like a joke that's thrown in there. That's fine. But when it's random side characters, it's kind of just obnoxious and annoying. And this is actually something that I've actually learned in one of my own stories that I'm working on, which may end up being done as a webcomic. It's an idea that I'm muddling over, which I kind of don't want to do because I don't consider myself an artist. I know an artist, a really good artist, but he is unreliable and currently, as far as art goes, useless. As far as art goes, because he doesn't really do any of that, and he's been whatever. And there are side characters. Obviously you have to have side characters. You have to have extra characters. And one of, the story that I'm working on, there are like two groups of friends. There is two guys that the main character works with, and they're like his cubicle buddies. They work on either side of him. And so that's their connection to him. And they only show up every now and then, mostly just to pester, annoy, or bug him when he's at work. Or ask him questions or whatever. So they're highly, low tier, very unimportant. They do help the main character say, like, they bother him enough to get him to say things that he wouldn't normally say to give information to the audience. But then there are three female characters that were kind of, I wanted something that was a little bit more comical, to throw some comedy in there. But then after writing them, started writing them, because I'm not done with it, I realized that they didn't have to be three women at all. They could have just been one person. Because I'm not writing enough for them to actually be able to showcase their individual personalities. It was supposed to be one that was going to be more the leader, the more alpha of the group, the more strong-willed, outspoken individual female, the one that was going to be more the quiet, compassionate type, and then the one that was going to be more the airhead, kind of the pretty one of the three. Like they're all fine, but whatever. But this one, like, showcase, like, her thing is being kind of ditzy and pretty, just to get some little comical relief. But then I considering each episode is 25 to 30 pages, because I wanted it to be really short, I realized that, there's never really going to be enough time to really showcase each one of their personalities, so there's no point. That really could have just been one character, because each scene I looked at that I had them in, just making it one character would work just the same. So that's also something that I'm learning about myself in my writing. But anyway, that's going to be it. Want to give you guys a little bit more than I normally do. Yeah, it's going to be it. And peace.